Well, hello, volunteers.
I'm Bryan. You may not remember, but Clark.
Oh, you think they remember me more than you?
Don't know.
I doubt it.
Welcome back.
We wanted to reach out to you as this is the National Volunteer Week, and we want to recognize, of course, all that you've done to help build the Aeolian to where it is today. And we have a few of you who are helping us get through this pandemic as best as we can. We just really want to get you up to date a little bit on what's happening, and we're adjusting every single day. It's been really tough. We had all these virtual concerts lined up for this month, and to record on stage, and then suddenly we can't do that anymore. So we've gone out looking for artists who can record at home. El Sistema is back online again. So whenever we can bring them in, the kids, we'll do that. But right now, of course, it's not safe to do that. So, and Pride Men's course, I just finished an online rehearsal a few minutes ago with the course, and we have a new conductor, Eric Knopp, and we've got a few virtual projects happening for that. What else?
Well, the good news is the hall is still there. If you haven't been by recently, it's sitting in front of a brand new streetscape, which I think looks pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It could use a bit of a spiff up, and we're going to get to that, I'm sure. We may be calling on you actually in terms of cleaning up the front doors. You remember those two scruffy junipers way over on the west side? They're gone. I took those out a couple of weeks ago, so we need to replant that to make it look a little nicer. So some plans for when we start to welcome people back, whenever that is. It's not going to be in the next couple of weeks, but it's coming. So inside, Steve Elson has been there so much, I don't know.
Almost every single day.
It seems
the hall is completely repainted.
Yes.
And he's looking for things to do. So
he does it in 6-foot sections or what, but he's gone over the whole place. And all those nail holes where the art hung, they're all gone. The wall is smooth, it's repainted, it's clean. The place looks great inside. So
a little dusty, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it could use a dust.
All that construction has really left its toll on, especially on the outside of the building, but we have some on the inside as well. Anyway, that's our smallest concern. We, of course, are really ambitiously trying to fundraise to keep going and writing every grant we can find.
It's been National Grant Month this last month. We've been into grants a lot, right?
Well, we've been writing them. It doesn't mean we've been getting them.
That's right. That's what I meant. We're writing grants.
Yeah. So Matt and I are taking the lion's head on share of that writing, and Brian's been helping with budgets and things like that.
I put the numbers together. You scared? What number do you want it to be?
Yeah, it is really like that these days. It just, when you're asked for a budget, you just kind of go, oh yeah, I don't have a crystal ball, so. But I guess, the thing about it is we are still operating, unlike many of our colleagues who are not. For example, the Palace Theatre is completely shuttered with no staff, right? So it's just being run by volunteers right now, and there are others that are even in worse conditions. So we're proud to still be operating, but in order for us to continue to do that, we're going to have to find some major cash to do that. We still have staff who are off on COVID leave. We said goodbye to one of them. Our production coordinator, Andrew, is no longer with the organization. And we will be looking to figure our way through that in due time. I don't know, the board is continuing to meet every month. We're planning to do the quiet phase of a campaign to try and get some money coming in, and we'll be focusing a lot on marketing. That's going to be a big priority. As much as we do have a wonderful newsletter and social media and a website, it's not getting out to a lot of people in our community, and we want to improve on that so people know our story and can support the efforts. I don't know if you got a chance to hear the El Sistema concert this past week, but it was pretty stunning, the work that the team have done. Just really magical performances. I hate seeing the kids with the masks on. You can't tell, if they're enjoying it or not, but you can hear it through the music for sure. Pretty super. And John tells me actually that there aren't any classroom management issues when it comes time to film. The kids just don't misbehave at all, I guess, because they know it's on film. It's an interesting learning from COVID. So we might continue those even when we get to bring them back for real live concerts. Just keep those cameras going. What else?
Right. I think that kind of covers it. We're just keeping things going really until we get a signal that we're getting to the end of this. We've already started talking. The team has started talking about, okay, when the first live concert comes, whenever that is, what needs to change? From ticketing to front door to bar to ushering to seat arrangement. What's under? There could be different scenarios here, but what needs to change? What kind of precautions do we have to put in place?
And what kind of training do we need to give our volunteers to do that to stay safe? I just thought of something else. So we now have an official recording studio at the Aeolian on the main floor. We did get a grant. We're not allowed to say which one yet, to be able to purchase equipment. We're still installing and purchasing some of it to make a state-of-the-art recording facility. So we will be able to record through COVID, even when some things are shut down because of the official status of having a recording studio. So, and we look at that as a huge asset for the future, that we're going to be able to continue to offer people who are maybe they don't like going out after dark, or they live a little bit outside of our community, tricky to get to the concerts. We're hoping to keep that going and expand our reach of people being able to engage with us through virtual concerts. Also, we're going to use that, of course, to continue to record the kids and the Pride Men's Chorus. So that's a huge development.
So I watched the El Sistema Quartet do their show. They recorded, and that's going to be aired sometime soon.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the teachers. They are
teachers.
Fantastic and
terrific program. They did the Beatles, which that last 10 minutes off Abbey Road where Golden Slumbers goes into Carry That Weight.
That's why you liked it.
I loved it. It was fantastic. Anyway, where was I? I just couldn't get over sitting in the balcony watching this, how great the hall looked with the new lighting system. Mm-hmm. And the sound was fantastic.
So many things just before COVID happened, right? Yeah. We got that new stage floor, we got new sound and lighting systems, and maybe some of you haven't even seen those yet, but it's pretty fantastic.
It's just so, I just so want people to get this, because this is such a different experience from when we left off, I think, in terms of how things get presented.
The quality.
Yeah.
So we wanted to also say that we're thinking about you all the time, and we would love to hear from you. We apologize, of course, in our lack of communication. It's just insane amounts of work and efforts to try and keep this going. We work every weekend, all weekend, and every day pretty much till we drop. So it's exhausting work, but we do want to engage with you and keep you part of the Aeolian family, and we're so looking forward to seeing you. But if you want to reach out to us, please do so and tell us how things are going. I mean, it's awful. It's really awful. I think it's so depressing for so many, what's happening without any light at the end of the tunnel, right? We really don't have that. We don't know if May 20th is going to be the end of the lockdown, for example. Hopefully a lot of you have gotten your vaccines, and Bryan's got his, and I'm going to be going out of town to get mine this week, so we can see a little bit of light, but the bigger piece might get worse before it gets better. So just know that we're with you through this, and we're thinking about you. Anything else?
No, that's good. I think Clark spends most of his day on the Zoom calls and grant writing. I think that's where you spend a lot of your time. Emails and so I spend most of my days on the books. And you wouldn't think there would be a lot of book work with the hall closed, but actually there's always another grant to apply for, or there's something that comes in from the Canadian Revenue Agency, or donations come in and they have to be placed and totaled, and then the board needs a report.
HST returns.
Yeah. So it's amazing. I mean, it's not my chosen profession to be in front of a computer doing accountant work all day, but I do.
Especially not paid.
Oh, I'm not paid? What? I didn't know that.
Sorry, dear.
But anyway, it's, I think I'm halfway good at it.
Yes, you're very good at it. The board says you're the best we've ever had, so there you go.
That's what we're doing. And, better days will be ahead. I really miss yakking at the bar and with you and just kind of kicking around while there's performances going on and upstairs and downstairs and all of that sort of thing. So that'll come back. And plus we have a recording studio now, so that's a whole other division of what the Aeolian can offer, particularly to, New York City performers, Toronto performers, people who want to come and maybe do some work here in terms of an album. It's all possible.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
So we're excited.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to sign off. We still have some work to do tonight, and but just know we really appreciate all you do and have done for the Aeolian, and we look forward to meeting with you sooner than later.
And a shout out to Matt and John, who for all the work they do to keep things going on a day-to-day basis too.
Yeah.
And the teachers.
Yeah, everybody's doing double their workload for sure, and some more than that even. So, please, and when we do get out of this lockdown, if any of you are interested in getting back involved, I know we've had a few emails from some of you offering. We just haven't been very clear on anything that we can get you to do at this point. But we're thinking about it, and we've got some plans. So do get in touch and let us know if you feel comfortable enough to help out for Cleaning Bee or anything else. The El Sistema program, lots to do.
And if you need any beer, I'm working the inventory down a little bit on the bar, so I've got some canned beer. We're stocked to the walls. Everything must go half price, etc. Anyway,
half price. I didn't authorize that.
Okay, just forget that. We'll talk about it. Okay. But anyway, seriously, if you're interested in any of that, it's I'd just like to work inventory down somewhat on the canned beer.
I think we drank all the wine, right? We bought it, and some of the board members as well. But we had to get that cash coming in, and of course we had those needs. What can you say?
There's always more wine.
All right, for now we're going to sign off, and again, just a celebration of you and all that you do to make the world a better place.
Thank you.
Happy National Volunteer Week, and let's be together soon.
Thanks for being there even when you're not there, so to speak. We'll see you soon, I hope.
Take care.